Oh, la, ga, ga, ba, ba, bo, ba, da, da, bo. Ah. Man, sometimes I got to get warmed up before I do this sort of thing, before I come in here, because sometimes my brain doesn't work with the words that are trying to come out of my mouth because I got this speech impediment that sometimes works out for me and doesn't work out for me. But what's up, guys? Good to be here with all of you guys today. I'm Zach Westfall, and thank you for joining me today. It is June 24th, 2024, and welcome to beginning of the week. I hate to say this, but I guess I gotta say it. Hit the subscribe button, man, if you would. And man, it's Monday. You know, what can I say? It's Monday. And let me tell you something. It's getting hot. It is getting fiercely hot out there right now. I mean, summer didn't take any time to show its face in this mountainous area that we're in Asheville, North Carolina, you know. But man, that's for sure. It didn't take any time to I don't know, to show its heat, dude. And you know, and having this vanilla, you know, skin complexion that I got going on, you know, I'd say for the next month I'll be running into some, you know, some Ivory Kid issues, cause I got somewhat of a pale epidermis, you know, that's attached to this fleshy, you know, walk-in bone structure that I got going on right here, you know, and really, if you think about it, your epidermis or your skin, dude, is, you know, it's kind of like a thermos for your body, really. You know, if you really think about it, because, you know, your body really is just kind of like in a strange way, it's just a warm, beefy vegetable soup, sort of, you know, that your skin is just kind of holding it all, you know, it's just holding it all together. It's holding all these ingredients together. You feel me? You know, because you got the lungs, you got that old clock, that old ticker, that heart. You got the vital fluid, Dracula's sports drink. You know, you got the blood, and then you got the bones, you know, to keep you upright and everything. You have all these things in your body that just keep you alive, you know, and your skin is the only thing that's holding everything, you know, intact, you know. Now, can you imagine not having any skin? I mean, you know, what would that be like? You know, you just be a damn, you know, you just be a meat puddle out there, just, you know, you probably couldn't even talk or anything. You just be out there chilling underneath this heat, you know, this sunshine. You know, you're just in someone's driveway and you're just laying there in a pool of your own self, and you just, you know, you got some parakeet, you know, flapping around, and he needed to take a break from you know, flying, you know, from one destination to another, so he just decides to roll by, and, you know, and he's just taking a little break on your damn, you know, on your ankle bone or your rib cage or something like that. And since you don't got any arms or anything, you can't swoosh this, you know, you can't backhand this little bastard off of you or anything like that, you know. You know, so he's just sitting there chewing on a little seed, you know, that he just plucked off from some sunflower in your neighbor's garden or whatever. And so he's just out there just, you know, and meanwhile you're like, you know. But I guess the one thing that I could say with having this buttermilk, you know, biscuit skin complexion that I got during these hot days is, Mo money, mo problems, or mo sunny, mo problems, you know. But that's the card that I was dealt, when I was born, when I was born at birth, that's just what it is. So what can I do, man? Um, but in any case, man, summer is here, so wear that sunscreen, man. Cover up with whatever you got to cover up with, a raincoat, you know, um, you know, uh, a blanket, you know, maybe some sort of drapery, a tarp or something like that. Whatever you got to do, man. Do whatever you got to do to protect that, your skin during these warmer days. So, so you don't look like so you aren't walking around, like a whole body hickey, walking around in Publix, or so people won't glance over at you, because you look like a overcrusted, flaky iguana, or, you know, something like that. I don't know. Because that's a thing, man. When you start peeling, when your skin starts peeling, man, people will want to come up to you and always try to, fucking try to rip it off of you like a Band-Aid or something like that, Someone will sneak up on you when you don't even know. Because that's what happens when, white people burn. That's just what it is. A white person burns. And when that happens, and then you start peeling, strangers will want to sneak up on, just shuck your damn skin like a damn, like they're removing an old husk of some corn or something like that, And the thing is, they'll do it, without even asking you, Go to Walmart. Go to Walmart and see if you don't, get, if you, see if some little old lady in a motorized cart, doesn't just scoot up right behind you while you're picking out a couple strawberries or maybe a little, blueberry or something like that, and see if she doesn't do a run by peeling on you, because you'll see what happens. You'll be picking out, that little strawberry, and out of nowhere, that lady will come ripping right by you, And then next thing you know, she's ripping off half of your damn, half of your body, and now you're just walking around looking like like half a damn exoskeleton out there, So, do better. Take care of your skin this summer. Do whatever you got to do to keep your body in check, man. That's all I'm saying, man. So, but it's getting hot, dude. It's hot. Getting real warm out there. So, last week's episode, I spoke about doing something special, for your wife or for your spouse, or for a person that you love and adore and that sort of thing. And the one thing I said was, take your spouse or loved one to nature's little reservoir, a waterfall, and do something, do some touchy-feely underneath that thing, or maybe beside it, something, The point is, I was trying to get at was show her some affection of some kind. And so I thought, I kind of thought, I don't know, I kind of thought that was kind of romantic in a way. Because, look, man, everyone needs a little romance in their life. And I'm big on romance. I just am. That's, call me, romantic romantic Romeo or something like that, or whatever, man, because sometimes, man, when I'm by myself, dude, I'll light myself a little candle and maybe eat some dark chocolates in the bed by myself, and just in a tank top and not wear any, tank top and boxers and that sort of thing, you know? And that's just to, I don't know. And I'll do that just to make it a little bit more romantic for myself, And if I'm with somebody that I adore or whatever, something like that, I'll put one of those little chocolates right in my mouth, I'll put it only halfway in there, you know. And then that way, I'll Lady in the Tramp that thing. I'll look at her and she'll look at me, and with that little chocolate sticking out of my mouth, I'll give it to her that way, you know. Mm, mm, you know. And now that she has, she's got a little taste of that sensual candy that I just got for her, she also gets a little cocoa kiss in the end, you know. I do stuff like that because that's who I am. I'm big on things like that. And the problem is people don't do stuff like that anymore. Remember when being romantic was was the thing to do to score some points with your lady. And it wasn't anything big. You didn't have to you didn't have to, I don't know, you didn't, the little things are the ones that count, the most, and I mean, I don't know, man. I guess it was just this morning, man. I was walking my dog and, I was taking him for a walk in the woods and man, here, let's face it right now, right? If you're a straight white male walking through the forest by yourself and you aren't running or you aren't like walking the dog, and I'm not just talking about, I'm talking about a real dog. I'm not talking about one of those little ones that you could just scoop up and put in your purse because you're afraid, some hawk's gonna come by and snatch that little bastard up like a field mouse. I'm talking about a real dog, a shepherd mixed husky with some sort of Burmese mountain dog mixed in, that sort of dog. That's the kind of dog that I'm talking about, a real dog. If he doesn't have one of those with him and you see some white guy by himself, and all he's doing is walking, you might want to reconsider where you where you take your or where you do your outdoor activities, I guess. Because knowing that motherfucker, knowing him, he's out there plotting and planning for his next victim. You know what I'm talking about? But man, you know what? The white guys are getting a bad rap right now. You aren't going to see a black guy in the forest. You're going to see a Mexican in the forest, like that white. Going into the forest is a white thing. It just is. But if you're a white male walking by yourself, you automatically get classified into this Jeffrey Dahmer category, the other month they did this poll, and I'm trying to remember what it was. It was on TikTok, and it was like a month ago or so, something like that. And I'm trying to remember what it was. It was something along the lines like, if you were a female, would you rather be alone in the woods with a bear or with a man? And like 95 or 99% of the females said that they'd rather be alone in the woods with the bear. And I was like, you guys chose the bear? I mean, is it that crazy? They picked an animal that could literally just rip you apart, and drag you around like a damn rag doll, and with half your arm missing, and they chose an animal that could eat you over a man, And look, in some cases, I get it. I do. It's crazy out there right now. But in other cases, I don't. It doesn't make any sense to me. But to be honest, I don't know. To be honest, when I heard the whole thing, I thought it was one of the stupidest hypothetical questions in the first place. Come on, man. A man or a bear? Like, where's this going? What the, I don't get it. But damn, where was I going with this? I'm trying to remember where I was. Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's right. Yeah. Walking in the woods and this and that. But, I started thinking about, what are some of what are some romantic things you don't see anymore? You don't see the type of romance your mom or dad used to do, stuff like arriving at their place, with a surprise. You can't do that anymore because, then you get the cops called on you, that sort of thing, because, some people think that you're just out there, perving out or doing a little snooping or peeping or whatever. But, what happened to old-fashioned romance? I guess that's what I was thinking about. What happened to it? Because I remember back in the day when you were growing up, one of your older friends would take a knife that he stole from his dad or from his stepdad or something like that, or he'd take a sharp rock that he found near a lake, and you used to carve your initials of someone that you loved or someone that you just had a crush on, into a tree. You remember that? You just wanted to express how much you liked or just loved this person. So you'd go out there and you pick a thick, sturdy oak tree or maybe a pine, and, because you wanted everyone to know, that they were yours, So your buddy would go out there and carve something like Tommy with a plus sign, Margaret, and then he'd draw a little heart around that thing. Or you'd see, I love Jessica, but Jessica's a bitch. And who knows, man? Jessica probably was a little bit of a bitch, But you know what? All of us can be a little bit of a bitch sometimes. That's just what it is. But that's old romance. You know? Damn, dude, if my batteries die on me in my remote control for my TV and everything, dude, I'll act like a little bitch. A little bitch. I will. I'll look at the remote and start complaining about why it doesn't work, even though, I know it does. I know it does its job and that sort of thing, but all I need to, and all I need to do is just replace the batteries. Go to the store, get some more batteries. But what do? I just sit here and continue to be this little sad bee. Because I think, the remote should work regardless of the batteries dying or not. But that's on me, man. That's on me. But remember, back in the day, you'd put your name on a picnic table, declaring your love for Cecilia. Oh, Cecilia, and then you etch some sort of thing into the picnic table just to, show her that you like her that much, and then families would gather around that thing on Saturday, and you'd see all types of shit all on the table, all kinds of stuff, and somebody would go out there and cross out Cecilia and put Dan or something, some shit like that. And and then you look right next to it, and someone did some other artwork. Someone carved out a cock and whittled out a cock, and now but right next to it, and you're like, damn, dude, you got Dan and cock now, and it's like, Jesus, man, But whatever happened to those days of expressing your liking for someone you love, what happened? What happened when it was so easy to you didn't have to back your love with a dollar bill, you know? Like tailgating under the stars. It didn't cost anything. Or writing someone, you liked, writing someone a poem. Something like that. You'd sit there and try to find the right words to say, and if you were, back in the day, you'd write a poem for some lovely lady you liked, and then you send it over, 'cause you send it over to them, but it's not like she lived next door or anything, so you'd have to, do it by like carrier pigeon or something. Who knows? Something like that. And then you don't even know if they got it or not, because you got some guy out there, who's doing some, who's shooting these birds for dinner, and now somehow he has supper and he has some shit house writing that that came with this meal that you did, for her, but ended up being, ended up in his lap. But that's how it would go, man, back in the day. Now it's all texting and that doesn't have the same heart or sentimental value to it, dude. It just doesn't, And I don't think people even know like how, I don't even think people know how to write anymore. I mean, if you ask me, I don't think so. When was the last time you saw someone pick up a pen or a pencil or hell, a piece of damn chalk or something like that? I mean, when was the last time, I mean, does writing even exist anymore? I mean, who knows right now? I don't know. But man, some of these, there's just something about these old romantic gestures that I wish we do more of, I mean, God, do you remember drive-in theaters? Remember how romantic that was? You'd pull up, your car to that little speaker box, and you'd put, you'd have your girlfriend or your spouse, and you'd watch a movie in your car, and she'd give you that old, that old-fashioned HJ, that Hugh Jackman, that hand job. She'd give you one of those right there, but you're just eating popcorn and sipping on RC Cola or whatever, and that's just because she appreciated you, And then after the movie, you'd go out for a little, milkshake, and you share the shake with 2 straws, and it would be, at some diner, and it was just, those were the days, man. I wish I could go back to those days, because, it was just nice, But, and look, man, I think I got off track, but, whatever. No surprise there, man, But I think we need to get back to some of those old traditions, man, that we forgot about, I guess. We've made it too easy on ourselves with all these bullshit dating apps that show everything. They show everything about you, your interests, your hobbies, whatever, you got to think back when you had an interest for a girl, or you heard that there was a girl around, like 8 towns down the way and everything, you'd have to ride through, 6 towns, wrestle an uncle, kill a bear, and then that's just to see if the girl would even fucking talk to you, But now, now you just got, everything is just, now all you got to do is pull out your phone and then bam, dude, there you go, man. There it is. It's just, I guess for me, it's a little disheartening, because I think, the novelty of romance is just kind of, it's worn off somehow, and I guess it's just become, I don't know, it's just become a little bit dry, and we need to stick some more wet back into it, you know? But I guess what can you do, man? What can you do? And these are just some thoughts that I had walking today that struck me, this morning, you know. But when I say, hey, man, if you're in agreement and you want to share something you did for someone at some point in time that you think is a little, is a little old school romantic or whatever, you want to share that with everybody, share something special that you did for somebody, hit up the voicemail, man. Do that. Let us know what you did, what was it that you did to show that you appreciate them, man. Hit up the voicemail, 828-209-8777, man. Tell us what you've been thinking about. Tell us anything. Just tell us something special that you did, man. But and speaking of voicemail and text, man, we had a text from a listener that came in about this past episode, and so I wanted to jump into that real quick, just to see what they left for us and everything. I haven't looked at it yet, so how about we check that out? And again, man, don't, texts are cool and everything, but leave a voicemail, man. It's nice to hear a voice. It just is. It's much more interesting, It just feels more personable. So, but it's nice that you guys are still reaching out, and that's about all we can ask for, more than anything. God, it is hot in here, dude. It is I feel like I'm dripping out of my own eyeballs right now. Ugh. But let's see what this person sent in, huh? They didn't leave a name or anything. So it says, sometimes I tune into the podcast on Mondays when I don't have anything else to listen to, but sometimes they aren't out until later that day. Do you upload the episodes at the same time or what? Okay. Well, all right. No. We have not been uploading the episodes at the same time every Monday, and that's something that we need to work on. So what it's so funny that you actually that you sent this, because I was thinking about this maybe 2 weeks ago or so, to start posting at keep posting on Mondays, but to also post at a certain time, of course. So I was thinking about posting at 8 a.m. every Monday, unless something happens, like some family stuff comes up or whatever. So yeah, that's been kind of a struggle that we've been having around here and that sort of thing. And that's the reason I want to get a producer in here to help out a little bit. But score, baby, score. We did it. We got a producer. So we'll see how that goes, and maybe that will help out with the timing of things. So, but yeah, my apologies, for not posting at the same time every Monday, but I mean, it just happens. But we'll do our best to make that more, last thing I want to do, or we want to do, is disappoint you guys with stuff. So, especially with the episodes, if you guys are looking forward to them and then they aren't there, that's like taking a kid into a candy store and just saying all he can do is see, not touch, not eat, not treat himself to something. So, but yeah, we'll do our best to do that, man. Um, so I hope that answers your question. And we'll do it 8 a.m. every Monday. All right. We'll 8 a.m. every Monday. So, thank you for the question. I wish you would have left a name or a letter or something like that, so I could say, thank you for the question. So, but man, what else is happening? What else is happening? We got today. We got the Stanley Cup Finals going on tonight, boy. That's what we do. That's what we got, and it's Game 7. So if you want to see some fucking high sticking, you know, checking each other into some boards and some real fucking, hard hitting shit, dude. You guys, out there, even if you guys aren't hockey fans, man, you guys should really check out. It's a Game 7. It's the last game of the season. And yeah, granted, the two teams that are in it aren't like, okay, but the two teams are the Florida Panthers and the Edmonton Oilers, and the crazy thing is the Panthers, everyone thought it was going to be a blowout, just series, man. The Panthers were up, they were up 3-0. And then the Oilers came back and just forced this Game 7. And it was just like, what are you doing, Florida? Like, hot damn, you better get your fucking shit straight and get your lives together, because this is Game 7. Game 7. I mean it. And if you think of Game 7 in any other sport, is as nail biting and is crucial, and will keep you up on your keep you tap dancing on your freaking this Game 7 will, it'll make you damn just, remember that chocolate that I was talking about, that that dark chocolate, it'll just make you want to rub it all over your body. Game 7s of the NHL Stanley Cup, that, whew, there's nothing better in sports, man. I'm sorry. There isn't. I don't care who's playing. It's going to be a damn game. It's going to be a fight, baby. That's what it is. Pucks are flying wildly, and sticks are on, people get hit in the fucking chin and cheekbones and all that other stuff. Fuck, dude. Like, come on. Let's do this thing. Let's go. Hot damn. Game 7, baby. Tonight. And I think it's at like 8 o'clock or something like that. I don't know. But you better get in there. And I'm sorry to use these, the vulgar language and everything. But dude, it's Game 7. Whoo! Damn. I know what I'm going to be doing. That's for sure. Whew, man. But what else, man? Oh, I took a look at I watched Joe Coy's stand up, man, live from Brooklyn. And I would have to say that it is, dude, it's one of the best stand-ups of the year. It is. He just, from start to finish, it is just so exciting to watch. It just has such a, I don't know, there's a feel about it that just, if you don't laugh or crack a smile or anything like that for this stand-up, it's on Netflix and everything. I know it's been out for a while, but hot damn, dude, this cat's on fire, baby. He just has so many jokes, and I'm not going to get into any of them because I don't want to spoil anything for you, but this man put a hour-long special together, and it is in fuego, dude. I can't. I mean it. Like it is. I'm serious. It's one of the best specials of the year. And I mean, I wasn't sure like how I was gonna feel about it at the beginning and everything, but then, dude, after the first 10 minutes, I was mesmerized. I was just hooked. Like I wish I was in the audience to see, you know, just to feel like it. I mean, it was just. I mean it. Like if you guys haven't seen it, man, you need to check it out. And the thing is, like once I got done with that, I had watched his old specials in the past and that sort of thing, but dude, I went back and I rewatched like his 2021 or whatever it was, his last one. And yeah, it was good and everything, but it was nothing like this. This boy has got it locked down this time. I mean, it was so fun to watch. So if you guys are looking for something one night, one evening, and you like stand-up comedy and that sort of thing, get in there and do that thing, dude. Take a chance on it, because hot damn, his jokes are great. He talks about, a lot of nostalgia points and growing up, and that's just, man, that's right up my alley right there, baby. That's what I do, boo. That's what I do. Love it. Love it, dude. you know. But God, he had this one, dude. He had this joke that just. Oh man, I mean, I'm gonna go. I'm gonna rewatch it. I am. That shit was hysterically great. I mean, I mean it. Who doesn't like to fucking laugh, dude? You know, I do for one. Damn. Woo, woo, woo. Gosh, that was so fun, man. Um, I mean it. I feel like I'm just. Ugh, it is. What's going on? I feel like I just got out of that romantic waterfall. That's what it feels like. So, but what else has been going on, man? What else? Donald Sutherland, the dad of Kiefer Sutherland, died, man. He died a couple days ago, and so R.I.P. To Mr. Sutherland, man. He was 88 years old, and they just said that he died from a long illness. But nothing's been really shared about what else has been going on with him, or what had happened or anything like that. So, of course, I don't know the guy, but I will, say R.I.P. He had a hell of a career, dude. He's been in so many films, and just a class act actor. I don't think he ever got into any trouble, nothing like cheating on his wife or beating on his kids, or doing blow in a Toys R Us bathroom or something like that. He's not doing any crazy shit like that. I think he was just a solid dude, man. And it sucks to see him go, but that's life. That's life, man. But I'm sure he's done some old fashioned romantic stuff. I'm sure he has. I wish he was sitting right here so I could, say, hey, what'd you do for your wife back in the day? And he'd be like, oh yeah, well here, let me just tell you, her and I one night, we went bowling, and then after we went bowling, I gave her a little neck massage and everything. And then after that, we went to go get some peach cobbler down at this diner, and we just looked into each other's eyes and just, and then I said in my sultry voice, baby, you are the one for me. And then she got wet. What? No, maybe not. I don't know. Who knows? You know. But hot damn, dude. Hate to see you gone, Donald, but there's a time and a place, I guess. So, all right, guys, I'm gonna roll. It's been fun. It's been, damn, dude, get out there, do something romantic. Try to fit that old school romance in there. Do some dancing, do some flower picking, do some stargazing. Do something nice for each other. Do something old school that you haven't done in a while. Pull out her chair, put on her coat for her. Put the damn sunscreen on her, dude. Do that. Woo! That's what we need to do. Put some sunscreen on each other. Yeah. All right. Anyways, on that note, all right, guys, I'm going to roll. I hope you guys have a wonderful week, and take care of each other out there, and we'll catch you next week. We got a July 4th episode coming up, and we'll just see how that goes, man. We'll just do that by, we'll play by ear. So, all right, everyone, have a good week. Take care of each other, and like I always say, stay true to yourselves. All right. Be well, everyone. Take care.